In this video of AMP Up, and I'm going to share with you constitutional bodies. UPSC has been very fond of asking questions around constitutional bodies and expects that you know about them. You expects that you know about what are the articles which connect with them, how they're removed. Some more pointers around that I'm trying to connect. In fact, this is going to be a quick revision for you that you've already read about the constitutional body. I cannot start with anybody except for Election Commission. Election Commission, the first one, that is 324, the article that we have got, and then appointed by the president, and other election commissions are appointed on the recommendation of EC. That's very special, and there's no fixed number that we have got for it. I mean, I think we have been having uh, the numbers have been changing. Can we quickly look at that? 1950 to 89, the initial phase, we had only single member. Then we have 89, 90, we had 3 members. 1993, again, we went back to the single member. And then 93 onward, we have shifted to 3 members that we have got. And appointed by the PM, leader of opposition, and one union minister that we have got. So that's not in 2023. We had another situation change that we had in this, but member strength remains 3 that we have got. And I think we had a CEC and other uh, Election Commission Act 2003 that also you can keep in mind. And removal is very special for EC's removal, Election Commission's removal. You have the recommendation of CEC is important, and for the CEC, we have to follow the parliamentary process that we have got. There was a very famous case, Anu Barnawal case. I think I like it to keep in mind. That is for the for about the selection of the uh, election commission that we have got, and then the thing which I mentioned to you, where CGI has not been anymore the part of selection of it. Sometimes PT questions, they hover around these aspects. I just wanted to refresh you. I hope you remember all these facts. Otherwise, you can keep this in mind, and that's being a very, very talked about constitutional body of our time. Then we have got UPSC. UPSC likes talking about itself, asking about itself, and then Article 315 to 323 is the one that we have got. President appoints, and then we have got uh, the members are not allowed for further employment. And I mean, I think we can see that UPSC can uh, no ministry can request recommendation of UPSC. I think uh, only ACC. I think that we have got appointment committee of the cabinet can reject the recommendations of the UPSC that we have got. Otherwise, I mean, they all have to be accepting that. And and we have got for a state level also 315, 323 that we have governor appoints it, and president removes it. That's very special about it, and I'm sure you have read about it, and I don't need to further spend time on it. CAG, I'm indicating, again, has been in news. Article 148 is that that is there, where the president appoints it, and the process of removal is same as the uh, Supreme Court of India judges that we have got. Uh, I think for the UPSC member, the removal is by the president after the mandatory Supreme Court of India kind of inquiry that we have got. And same is for the State Public Service Commission as well. But CAG, again, removal remains the same. And then the audit center and the state salary, service conditions, and their own service conditions decided by the parliament. It's one thing I like to bring your attention to. They are called Comptroller and Auditor General. The model has been borrowed from UK, but then in UK they are primarily having, shall we say, from UK they have got controller. They really control this. Before expenditure, their permission is taken, their advice is taken. But here in our country is more of an auditor role that we have got, and the executive has the power to take money from the Consolidated Fund of India. And then I think it is one constitutional body which is barred from employment uh, because Supreme Court of India judges can be like they can be governor, president, or CEC. I mean, there's constitution is silent about it, but then they can also become governor, etc. However, for CAG, they say like, hey, they cannot be taken any further employment, and that can be an interesting angle for UPSC to ask question in PT about this. About Finance Commission, also been in news, Article 280 that we have got appointed by the president, and then for removal by the president, but not very specified provision that is there in the constitution. And then 2026 Finance Commission has been in news because of the changes, the provision, the new rules that we have got. And I mean, there's one chairperson in Finance Commission and 4 other members are there, and their recommendations are advisory in nature. And that is one aspect that you can keep in mind. And the power of civil court also, they can summon information from the departments, and they are obliged to give it. 280 clause 1. Now we have Attorney General of Attorney General, and Article 76 appointed by the president stays there as per the present pleasure of the president that we have got. He is the highest law officer of the country, and then they have right of audience of All India Court, and I mean, that right of All India audience, All India Court is like right of being heard. They can sit and speak in the house, but they cannot vote. I'm sure these basic facts you already know that. And I mean, they are not government servant, and logically derived from that, they can take private practice in this regard. Then we have got Advocate General, Article 165 there, appointed by the governor, and they stay there as per the pleasure of the governor. And they, like their mirror counterpart in the union, they can sit and speak in the house, but not vote that you have got. And they also have got right of audience. And there's also one institution called Solicitor General. Is not a constitutional body. It's a statutory body. The states, by their own act, they can make it, and they can exist there. GST Council has always been in news ever since it has come into existence. 279A that we have got appointed by the president, and that will have one chairperson, is the finance minister that we have got. And then look for the kind of what do you call the voting pattern and the manner it is decided, like the funda of 66% and then 1/3, and those aspects I expect you to be looking into that. And then items like alcohol, Article 366 is there, alcohol, and we have got estate taxes where the items have been kept outside real estate, outside GST or not. And those components, I like you to follow that. That's beyond the scope of this particular platform where we're revising it. And then there was a Mohit Mineral case in 2022 that has redefined the kind of, or that has clarified the position of it. So maybe that Mohit Mineral case is there in your mind. Then we have got then National Commission for SC. Yes, that can be another body, constitutional body that we can keep. Article 338, and appointed by the president, and then removed by the president only. And we have got National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, 338A, National Commission for Backward Class, 338B. They're all appointed by the president, and they determined by the removal process by the president. But I think I like you to, alongside, read Article 102 Amendment, not Article, Amendment. And then also 105 OBC thing that we have got, and also try and see Anglo-Indian. There's some changes in that 104th Amendment that we have got, and then we have got some provisions where the reservation has been taken out, but then they still are looked after by National Commission for SC that we have got. I mean, they would be responsible for their well-being of the Anglo-Indian community. Who is Anglo-Indian community? I would also expect you to be clear about, and then look for the definition of it. Then we have got this amendment, 102nd Amendment, 105th Amendment, 104th Amendment. At some stage, we'll talk about amendments also. I like you to keep in mind about these issues. Then we have a State Election Commission, 243K, and then there will be 243ZA that we have got appointed by the governor and removed by the president, not governor. I mean, same as the high court judges that they have got. And they are basically responsible for the local self-government, PRI, municipalities, elections organization. That's their responsibility. Then we have State Finance Commission, 343I and Y that we have got appointed by governor as per the state law. They can be removed, and then they have 5 years for the state that they are set up. Then linguistic officer. I mean, uh, there is they don't have civil court power. That's again very special about it, and they are called CLM, Commissioner of Linguistic Minorities, so to say. 350B that we have got, and they're appointed by the president and they stay there as per the pleasure of the president. And there's no specific constitutional provision about their removal that we have got. And they have got their headquarter is at Prayagraj, and they have got their regional offices is at Belgaum, Chennai, and Kolkata that they have got. Also, we have got District Planning Commission, 243ZD that we have got as they appointed by the state law that we have got, and as removed by the laws of the state. And they plan for municipalities and the panchayats that we have got. And then we have got one more, that is Metropolitan Planning Commission, 243ZE, and then they're also appointed as per the state law and then removed as per the state law, and they basically are responsible for drafting plan for the metropolitan areas that we have got, and that's the bigger cities that we can imagine. I suppose these are the ones which I wanted to quickly take you through, and I have tried to keep those videos short. And then if you want such videos to reach you in time, don't forget to subscribe our channel there. See you in the next video. Thank you.